One of the main reasons we did have to create this program is right now half of Canadians do live paycheck to paycheck, which is really a big challenge. One of my favorite questions to ask any audience, and I've had the opportunity to speak in front of 100,000 Canadians in my career, is this. Ask yourself this question. If your income was to stop today, how long could you maintain your current lifestyle? Like if you had no more money coming in as of right now, how long could you continually live the way you do? Most people look at their watch, they're like, 3:30 or so. Did we buy a Starbucks? Okay, you know what? 1:30. You know what I mean? Like, and that's incredible because that is one of the worst places to live. And I think most people have to go through that at some point, but that burden of living paycheck to paycheck, we have to evolve past that. 35 years ago, the average Canadian was saving 20% of their income. Today is around 4%. There's a trend we don't want to see. How about this? The average consumer debt in Canada now is over $22,000 with total household debt now beyond $2 trillion. You know, we always criticize the United States. Canada isn't much better.
My name is Laurie Campbell. I'm the CEO of Credit Canada Debt Solutions, and I have been with the agency for 28 years. Credit Canada is a not-for-profit charitable organization. We've been around for over 50 years. The main goal of the service is to help people who are experiencing financial difficulty or individuals who just want to learn how to manage money better, learn saving strategies, and budget accordingly. So if we look back at how consumer debt has risen over the last 2 decades, in 1990, for every dollar a Canadian made, they owed less than 90 cents. Today, for every dollar a Canadian makes, they owe over $1.70. So what are the reasons for that? One is obviously we understand that there's a vast amount of credit in Canadian society right now. 2, there's no saving strategies or an understanding of goal setting that Canadians have undertaken, so they're using credit vicariously. And 3, there's a real lack of education in our school system to teach people about the proper uses of credit and money management.
My name is Chantal Chapman. I'm a financial literacy teacher and a credit score expert. It does not surprise me that consumer debt is increasing. That comes down to the external narratives that are controlling our relationship with money. We're not trying to keep up with the Joneses anymore. We're trying to keep up with the Kardashians. And of course, we're going to get into debt if that's our level of what we need to be at. So when you're looking at like marketing messages out there, like you deserve it, treat yourself, and you should never ever feel pain. And one way to get rid of pain is to spend, to have a sense of temporary pleasure. If we're living in a world like that, the debt's just going to increase.
The average college graduate's over $30,000 in debt. 84% of graduates wish they were taught more about money. After we go to elementary school, after we go to high school, after we go to college, after we spend 15, 16 years of our lives in school, and then finally we finish, and at that point, everybody's like, you owe us money, and you're sitting there going, well, nobody taught me about this. Why didn't anybody teach me about money? Because the pain exists. It's too late. You know what I mean? The career colleges have taken such a proactive approach towards this subject. They've been fantastically supportive of this, saying, hey, you know what? If we can provide all the skills to go out there and get a job, but if we can look at that student's life 10 years after they graduate our school, they're making a living, but they're stressed out about money, we haven't done our job. And that's pretty cool that they make this part of their curriculum.
It's pretty much a given that money stresses people. I mean, and there was times in my life when I was stressed about money. And I see it in people that I know, and people that have a lot of money are still stressed about money. So I think it could be an endless source of stress.
A lot of stress comes from like uncertainty and the unknown, and it goes back to financial literacy and education about money. Because when you don't know how money works and how debt works, that's when you become stressed, because everything is in the unknown. But if you are financially literate and you know how you can combat that debt and what steps you can take so that that doesn't become a stress anymore, I think that's a huge factor into why I don't get stressed out about money, because I have the financial basis that I need to understand what these things are.
I quit a job that had a stable income to try and build a business, which I think is really fun, but so hard to do because of the stress for money. So every month I'm looking at a spreadsheet or my bank account and wondering, if I'm going to have money to pay rent and my bills next month. It's very stressful.
A lot of mental stress, a lot of it's because of money. It's constantly worried. Am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to pay my bills? I'm freaking out. Can I put food on my table? That's a lot of pressure on families, right? Take a look at this. 47% of divorces are caused by marriage. Right? So a lot of people don't know. I'm just kidding. Okay, 47%. See? It's true if you think about it, right? So 47% of divorces are caused by stress due to money, okay? It is a challenge that families deal with. It's what we do as a living, right? We get it. We see it all the time.